Okay, let's talk about doing some charting and some drills, right? So you want to practice because watching charts is one thing, but practicing with them like bar by bar is how you actually get really good at this. So you want to train yourself to do that. How I want you to do it is just open TradingView and then hit the replay tool, right? So use this replay tool and then just go back in time. You can choose when you go back, like let's say here, right? And start on the daily chart. It's just a little bit easier. Going through all this, let me check something really quickly. Okay. So yeah, you could start like that. And then I want you to just go day by day and look for any and all actionable signals. Okay. So I'm just going to go each day. It's allowing me to go back in time and see what's happening. So what do I have here? Okay. It's a 2 down. No big. Okay. 2 up. So this is a 2 reversal, right? 2 down, 2 up. And then when you see something that you think is an actionable signal, then draw out your lines, right? So if I have a failed 2 down, entry, right? Exit. And then where are my targets? My targets would be here, right? My target would be here and here, right? We can see those. So when you see something that you think this is an actual signal, draw it and then just move forward, right? All right, what's the next day? Oh man, great, this is fun, right? So it gapped your entry, but what I want you to at least recognize is that this candle is indicating bullish movement. Why? Well, let's draw a running formation. Right? So, lower low, right? Here, higher high. Okay, so what did it do? It actually gapped up and expanded this Browning formation. We made a low, right? And then we reversed. We reverse when prices hit targets. Okay, so go through this. Pardon me. You need to do quite a few of these, like a few hundred. Okay, and just keep clicking through. So what do I see here? Another hammer. This is a continuation signal. What do? We continue up. Okay, so now I'm waiting for something to indicate to me that we're going to stop going up. What is this? This is a failed 2 up, right? Because it triggered the 2 up, it failed that trigger, it came back below it, which means it failed it, and it flipped the day red. Okay, because up should be green, which is bullish, right? That's why this is a failed 2 down. Because down should be red because it's bearish, right? But it triggered this, it went down, came back up, and it flipped the day green. Okay? Great. So this is indicating to me that what? Just move your lines. Maybe this is my entry. Target, 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 and one more. Where's my line? Come on. Target, right? And my stop would be here. Okay? So, when you're going through this, I want you to draw all of these lines, okay? And what is this called? Do we know what this is? This is a pivot machine gun, okay? This is a PMG. Boom, 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 when you have clustered targets. So, you go through, you label it, then you see how it goes. Oh, wow, okay. So, actually what happened was it went up, triggered your stop, right? So it opens here, and it doesn't trigger your entry. It goes all the way up here and starts coming back through, which is why it's an outside day, right? It broke the high and the low of this candle. When it breaks this low, if you're a beginner, this is the smartest, easiest entry. I'll talk about outside day, trading an outside day in a different video because I think that's a little more nuanced than the basics. But yeah, so you drew it, right? Entry, target. Okay, cool. However, if I'm looking at this, the thing about the strat, right? I want to have multiple time frames open. So let's do that. I don't know if my replay goes back in time. No, because this is now live. I would want my replay to go back in time on every time frame. I guess it doesn't do that. But I have continuity down, apparently, all the way across the board, which, to be frank, I find hard to believe. So let me double check this. Okay, no, that's right. No, that's wrong. Because this would have been, oh, it's pulling data. Okay. We just started a new quarter, so my time frame continuity is based off of the new quarter. Okay, I don't want to make this video confusing. So, let's do something live. But when you're practicing, I just want you practicing seeing all of that, right? Which direction should it go? What makes sense? Okay. Let me get out of this. And like you see this 3-1. So what does that mean? This could be a 3-1-2 reversal, right? So I have my entry here, boom, up. I want you to be seeing those types of things. Okay. Also, I want you to be able to predict reversals. So don't just watch, like pause before the next candle and ask, right? What is the actionable signal? Where's the trigger and stop? And what would I do right now? And then play the next candle, right? So when I'm looking at this, I see a 3-1 and I'm asking myself, what's the actionable signal? The actionable signal could be a 3-1-2 reversal or a 3-1-2 continuation, right? And we have both of those here. So reversal, 3, it goes down, 1 consolidates, 2, it goes up. It's a reversal because it went down and then it went up, right? A continuation would be if it's going up, it consolidates and it continues to go up, right? So up, consolidate, up is a continuation because it started going up and it continued going up. All right. With that, I'm looking at this and I say, this could be either or. So I mark my entry. Entry here, entry here. Whichever one it triggers is telling me which one it is, which direction I should be going, okay? So yeah, I just want you to know if you are using this indicator and you're going back in time, this indicator will be incorrect because it's only taking data from real-time trades. It's not going back in time with you when you use the replay. I just want to note that. Okay. So yeah, I want you to be able to predict these things, right? And then tag and review, right? So log your setups, use tags, like, and by tag I mean like write them down. So write your setups and start using the language of a 2-1-2 long, a rev strat short, 3-1-2, Momo shooters, PMGs, etc. I just want to check SPY because I was trading it. Okay. And that will help you with the language and it'll help you get on track. Also, when you're logging that, it will help you to notice which setups you see the most, which ones are working the best, and where you may be hesitant or mess up, right? And so if you're a beginner, I think trading inside days is the best thing for you. Let's find something. So yeah, inside days and reversals are going to be the best. So let's see if we have some good stuff. So reversals. This is a reversal, right? 2-2 reversal, up. Inside day. Inside day, down. Well, it gapped down, so that's a harder one. Inside day, that also gapped. Everything is gapping lately because the market is so crazy. Let me go back in time. Back to when things were less hectic. Let's see what we got around here. Okay. So we have a 1-2-2, right? Entries at the top of this candle. Boom, up. Okay. Let's see. We have a reversal, a 3-2 reversal. 3-2, failed 2 down, right? So entries here. Boom. Okay. We have a 2 down again. Hammer. Boom. Entries there. We have an inside day. That gapped, so that's a hard one. Okay, we have an inside day here. Entry, you want to go down. Okay, boom. Target 1, target 2. All right, so just go through these charts and start doing this. You'll start to see you'll notice what you see the most, what's working the most, and where things are. Okay, you don't need to trade more, you just need to practice better. So treat this like reps. Every bar teaches you something. After we have done that, right, after you feel like you got a hang of candle types and patterns and you're learning them and it's fairly well memorized, I want you to go back to drawing more Browning formations. Let's do something that is live, so it can be, okay, this happened today, right? So first thing first, on all my charts, on all your charts, I can see the Browning formation now because I've drawn so many of them, but I'm assuming that is not where you are at, whoever's watching this video. So I need you drawing Browning formations on the hour, especially if you're day trading, right? And so I want you drawing them on, let me delete all of this so I can draw them live with you. I want you drawing them on the hour, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. So the hour. So what are we looking for? Higher highs? Lower lows. I wish that were a lower low. That's okay. It's barely lower, isn't it? Oh no, it's a tiny bit higher. This may not be the best example. I don't even know if I can find great examples because we're so bullish. Yeah, I don't love that. So let me find a different ticker, but I do want you drawing them on the hour. Whoa, wrong ticker. Okay, so this is a little bit cleaner, right? Or I guess this one would be more like this. Okay, higher highs, lower lows. And again, you can draw this to help you, right? High, low, high, low, high. Okay? Until you can just see them. So I want you drawing them on the hour, on the daily. I use the 12-hour chart. It's the same chart as the daily. And when you do this, right, you can see that the hourly Browning formation is the same here. You'll start to see that when you do this, okay? So, man, we're so much at the highs. The daily Browning formation is down, 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 down here. Okay. And then we have that. It's really ugly. But if everything's at the highs, this is the way that the charts look. Because this was the previous Browning formation, right? And what did it do? It expanded that Browning formation, right? So if this was the previous one, right? And it expands it. And honestly, you can draw even smaller ones. So if you want to really get into the nitty-gritty, you can go in real tight like this and draw smaller ones, okay? So, but the big one looks like this, right? And it expands this Browning formation up and out. So if I'm gonna, come on. If I'm gonna draw them, let's say I drew it like this, right? And it expands this Browning formation, right? Because this is the top of it. This is the top of the Browning formation. And by expanding, I mean it went outside of it and kept going, right? Which means making a larger Browning formation. You can see that. If I go to the, let's say the month, right? Then you have an even larger Browning formation. Okay? And really, you could also draw something like that if you want to, okay? You just need to be doing higher highs and lower lows. So that expansion on the day, right? Expansion, so outside of this broadening formation, I'll make the line a different color so you can really see. Outside of the yellow line, we've expanded the broadening formation. So now I need to see what happens on the week, right? We've expanded it on the week as well. So what does the month look like, right? That's showing me extreme bullish action. So yeah, I want you in there drawing broadening formations when you are practicing. And the last thing I want you to do is start to look at time frame continuity. I think the easiest is doing just 3 charts at a time. If you have that, I'm not sure how all of that works. I don't know if you get 2 or 3 on the free plan, but do as many as you can. So if I have the day, no, if I have the week, the day, and let's say the hour up, and I want to trade Amazon. Honestly, let's say the 30 because I'm doing some day trading. Okay. So Amazon is what? What is it showing me? Let me get rid of some of those lines. Okay. Amazon is showing me an inside day. Okay. So my trigger would be here. Let's draw it together. Trigger or entry, right? And then I have target 1, target 2. Why is this clicking off? Target 2, right? And if you keep going over to the left, I'm sure you could find another target somewhere, right? Target 3, 4, 5. But for the sake of this, we'll just do those 2 targets. Okay. So I see that, right? But I also see that my week is red because my week opened up here. So when now you've done your broadening formations, you've done all that, I want you to, this should say weekly open. I want you to now look at multiple time frames, because what can happen is, and let's say maybe on the 15, because you're day trading, you can get something like this, right? Amazon is showing me across the board that it's green, right? I can see the majority of my time frames are green. So I want to long Amazon. I don't really want to be in a short. If I decide to short, it has to be a scalp because I'm trading against continuity. Okay? So if for some reason I decide I want to short this 15er, right? If I say that's where I want to be in and I want to go down, hit all my targets this way to the downside, okay, you can do that, right? It goes all the way down, it does that. But Amazon is showing me that it's still a bullish trade. So I need to be able to switch. And maybe this is a little beyond basics, but I need to be able to switch, right? And get back into a long. Okay? So you can enter here, you hit those targets, you need to get out. All right. So I want you to be confirming your bias based off time frame. A better example would be Apple. I hope this is not confusing. So Apple is green on the week. Apple is very green on the month. It's triggered this inside month. It's very green on the quarter. The quarter just started, so it is inside. And we don't trade inside bars, right? Inside bars are triggers for us. So we have to wait for them to close. But because the quarter just opened, it's a little more appropriate, because if the quarter is green, the month is green, the week is green, the days are green, then I can be trading that up. And I want you to start aligning time frame continuity, right? So the month is green, so I should be in a long. If I'm long on the month, then I can give the whole month to hit my targets. Boom, boom. And if you keep going up, I'm sure you'll find more. Boom, 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 right? So with that, if I want to take a day trade, I just need an actionable signal on the day, because I know my month is ready. I know my quarter is ready, right? I know my week is ready. So I'll take this 3. And if I want to go to an even lower time frame on the hour, it would probably be because this is that same, this is this bar, or the start of it at least, I believe. Yeah. So I could take my entry around here, right? So wherever you want to find your entry, I need you aligning your time frames, right? So if I'm long, because everything is green, then where are you getting into the trade? Maybe you miss all that. Maybe you get in on this 312, right? You still have nothing but upside to hit your targets. Okay, so that's how I want you practicing. Number one, just drilling candle types, the patterns, and time frame continuity. Okay, actually, number one, let's just do candle types and patterns. Number two, draw those Browning formations, and then lastly, start lining up your charts with time frame continuity, and it will help you to start really getting into the strat. And again, like, these are basics. I threw in a few things that are a little beyond the basics, but I really just want you focusing on these moments. Okay.